We are back again.
I totally forgot what we were talking about, so I'll drop what I was about to say.
Yeah, what were you going to say?
I totally forgot. I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about cell phones, then before we left, I can't remember, so it's not a big deal. But it's not a big deal. It was perverted and gross.
Okay.
So, but
it's not
anyways,
a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Anyways, so we keep hearing about the worst, the most toxic men start with the letter J.
Oh yeah.
Right? So
find that shit.
Yeah. And I find it quite hilarious that people put down, a certain letter J and make this gross generalization of things, because then you could say, well, then most women with this letter, and then that person with that letter in their name would be like, I'm not toxic. It's like, what are you talking about?
But you're one of those people, though.
I used to be.
You stay away from. Oh, okay.
I'm definitely reformed. because I have gone out with I've gone out with a couple of A names, and,
okay.
and they've been better
since the podcast with Juliet, because we talked about it last there.
Oh yeah, but I said that it was a joke, that I'm reformed. Like I've like in the beginning, in the very beginning of the podcast, I was still scorned about A names and said, I'm not doing. So I'm not scorned about. I won't date for sure. I'm not going to date a pastor's daughter again. But I will date a middle child or a second born and an A name.
Hey, if you're not scorned, you're not horned.
Yeah.
Or wait a minute, actually the other way around. If you're not scorned, you're horned.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
so
should we talk about this?
Yeah, let's do it.
We should actually. Yeah. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say a name though, but this particular person that has a name starts with C, and that.
He gives the best blowjobs in Belmont.
He is blowing away over there. So her name starts with a C, and she posted this meme that says, once you date a J, you're never okay, and a laughing emoji. So
then yours.
I replied, once you date a C, it's going to burn when you pee.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
That like you see it not just in her meme, but you see it in the girls group. You see it all over the place, like J names. Well, Jay's a very common name for a man. Jay, Jacob, Jeremy. It's
Josh.
Like those are common.
Jared,
Jacob.
Jeremy,
Jamal, Jerome. We could keep going.
Jeffrey,
Dahmer.
We should play that game sometime. You ever play that where we say either your next one has to go off their first letter of each of their first or last name.
Yeah.
So then that's the only way you can change it up.
Yeah.
We should do that. That'd be fun.
Okay. So and then it's gonna burn when you pee, and I think her response was, "But all C names are cool. Just look at me." And I'm just like, Gonna leave that one alone.
She's definitely not coming back now.
No. I mean, but
she said she would, but
no, we could have her back. It's fine. It's fine.
I'd love to have her back.
Yeah.
Come on, C name.
Yeah, all C names come and let me know if you're the best to date. Because wait, have I ever dated somebody with a C? I have not. I've not.
I have.
But what brings me to this is, what name for a girl has they're always hot. They're always just like a bombshell. And I was thinking about this at the gym, and I'm like, this is a good question, because we always scorn the guys with the names or the chicks with the names like A's. Like, I've been that guy. Yeah. I'm not going to date any A names, but now I will.
So what's the, I guess in my viewpoint of the hottest, which name has been the hottest?
Yeah.
Right?
So, what name you always see this girl with this name, and no matter what, because of the name, she kind of gains a few points. Like, she may not be a 10, but man, she's a pretty girl. I've actually got 2.
This is sort of tough.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot of the other side as well with this name, or I guess most names. Hold on, let me think. No, never mind. I was gonna say Ashley.
Oh God, I hate you. Yeah, but here's the thing: there are so many more Ashleys.
Yeah, right. I was going to say the most common.
Ashleys. Yeah. But yeah, so mine is Brooke and Lindsay.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
met an ugly Brooke or an ugly Lindsay.
Never met an ugly Brooke or an yeah.
And I've never dated a Brooke or Lindsay. It's like they're like out of my league, so I don't talk to them because I'm like, oh, your name's Lindsay, so hi.
I've dated a Lindsay, but not a Brooke.
Yeah, every Brooke I see on like Hinge. Oh, and I try to match with them.
You try to match.
I try to match with Brooks and
no matter
Lindsays
what they
all the
look
time.
like?
No, well, I mean, like
You
I said,
should do that.
I've never been on a date with a Brooke or Lindsay.
We should start. So I come up with a girl's name, and every time you come across it, you have to match with that girl, no matter what.
Ooh, at least try,
So
because it's a mutual.
So anyone named Kathy.
Kathy. God, I better put my age range up. Yeah, Kathy.
My A-frames. What?
Yeah, no, not my A-frames, my age range.
Oh,
because Kathy's an old name.
I didn't even think about age range, but yeah, that's my mom's name.
How about Catherine? Catherine's okay.
Maybe I'll match with my mom.
Ooh. She's a saint. I don't want to make her.
I'm gonna get her to marry you and then kill you and take all your money
But then you have to call me daddy. I mean, you already do, but
you just intercepted my entire joke.
Yeah, I got
that
it.
was awesome.
Yeah, I'm the worst.
You shot me out of the air.
Yeah. So Brooke and Lindsay are my thing. Like every Lindsay I've tried to match with, like meets that that standard test that I do.
Yeah.
Except they have blonde hair usually, but they always have blue eyes, and there's maybe it's a toxic name because I'm totally attracted to like the toxic. But then Brooks, I never. And I remember this. They were twins in high school.
Yeah.
And the hotter twin was Brooke.
I wouldn't consider. It was like fourth grade, but I knew two twins that one of them I dated, but I always wanted the other one because she was hotter.
Yeah. Was her name Brooke?
No, it was Amber and Brittany. Brittany and Amber.
Brittany and Amber. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about every time I see Brooke. You know what is another one is like Hunter. Like if her name is a boy's name, for some reason it's like gives off this mysterious like Logan or Hunter or
if she's blonde and has a male name, I assume she wake surfs.
Ooh.
Or wakeboards.
That's actually a good assumption.
Yeah.
I like that assumption because I think you're right. Like if she's blonde,
Hunter's a blonde that wakeboards.
Yeah.
Always.
Or is like totally tomboyish. Like she's looking for the adventurous guy and you're just like, listen, I'll do a lot of adventures, but wrestling alligators is where I'm just not.
It's where I draw the line.
Yeah. So, yeah, Brooks. All right. So what's my goal this week? You said Catherine's or Kathy's?
No, I got to come up with something better. I didn't think about age range, but how about let's go with Brittany's.
Brittany. Okay, I could do that. Actually, I almost dated a Brittany before I met my ex-girlfriend Ashley.
Yeah.
I was talking to Brittany, and then I also said that, hey, I'm also talking to this other woman. It was Ashley. And me and Ashley just hit it off more. And, almost dated a Brittany. And then she went back to her ex. And I was like, see, so it doesn't... you were so involved with his life that I'm glad I made that choice. And then it's like hindsight 2020. They were both horrible for me. Hindsight 2020. They were both awful.
Yeah. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah. So, okay, I could do Britney's. I see a lot of Britney's.
I think he's starting to mess with us now.
Yeah, he sees us with a microphone. He's being a douche.
He's just blowing it. He's pointing it at us right now and staring us both in the eye at the same time.
Yeah.
And he's white. Wow.
Hey. Well, we
thought it was Nick over there.
What kind of laugh was that?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know. Well, I'm kind of self-conscious now that you and Juliet said that I have a frat boy laugh.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I might have agreed, but I didn't say
okay,
it.
okay.
Yeah, there's a difference.
All right, true. Yeah, and I also got on Juliet. I texted her this morning and said, "Oh, so you think that Rane has a better radio
Yeah.
voice?" And she's like, "You weren't supposed to hear that." I'm like, you were on recording." I don't care.
Did she think she wasn't being recorded?
No, she did.
Okay,
She did.
good. I was about to
Yeah.
say, damn, she was serious.
No, she knew. But yeah, it was. I thought that was funny. But honestly, I have to agree. You have like an outstanding radio voice, and your laugh. I've said this to you too. Is super contagious.
Infectious.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
no, it doesn't.
It was a perfect representation of a Rane laugh.
Impressions are my number one thing. No, you're trying to.
I went
clap back.
blank. Yeah, I went blank.
Yeah, you got to work on the blankness. All right, sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, not only are you shooting blanks, but sometimes
Hey,
thinking blank.
yeah.
All right, so we already got the hot chick. Now, and that brings up like, what's the hottest sport that a girl could play? And
Oh yeah, that was like
that was a good
first
question.
episode question.
So how about this? What's a profession? What's a profession that you will stay away from, and what's a profession that they're always hot?
Well, I think I'll always stay away from RNs.
Me too. Statistically, I saw this on the Whatever app, and I shared this with you.
Really?
And
Because I didn't watch it.
I know, but statistically, RNs cheat the most. They cheat the most. And the girl that was
They
an
work
RN,
the craziest hours.
they work the craziest hours. Like, well, that's because we work a lot. So that means that you have time to just fuck a random
Yeah.
dude. Like,
So and then what? So it was the one I. What was the question again?
all right. So the profession that you would stay away from.
Is RNs.
Yep, I would stay away from unregistered nurse. Ashley was a registered nurse. Now, what's the
Her
most?
name was Ashley.
Yeah, and what was Ashley RN,
Yeah.
middle child, and
Jesus.
pastor's daughter.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, horrible.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah. Hey, we live and we learn.
We do.
Okay, so what is the hottest profession?
Stripper.
Not down in Rock Hill, dude. Hey, you go down to Rock Hill, you go to the Crazy Horse, you got to count stab wounds.
It is a crazy horse down there. You got to count stab wounds.
You got to count stab wounds.
Before you can get a dance, you got to help her put a Band-Aid on.
Hey, sorry, my stitches. Hey, sorry, my stitches. Like, holy shit.
If I bleed on you, it's not my period, I promise.
When was the last time you had a strip club?
I love shit. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think I was
I used to go
23.
all the time in Myrtle
I was
Beach.
23, and I was with my ex-wife. That was the last time we went to a strip club. But she went with me. It was a quarter pitcher night in Sharky's at Fort Bragg.
You're
And-
27 now?
No, I'm 37.
Hey, I was giving you a compliment.
Thanks. Do I look that good?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. Isn't that crazy to think about, like, you said you were what?
I'm 37.
No, I mean, like what you just said a second ago. 27.
No, I said I was 23 when I went.
Oh, yeah, 23. Seems like yesterday.
Yeah, seriously, I just remember like we were in there, and it was.
But there's a
quarter-
whole decade in between all that.
Yeah, we were just in there, and we literally just met, right? And we go to the strip club, and it was quarter pitcher night, and me and the boys never went because of the strippers.
Me and the boys.
We went because it was Monday Night Football, and it was quarter pitcher night. So instead of paying girls for a dance, we're paying $1 for 4 pitchers and getting toasted.
When I lived in Myrtle Beach, I went all the time, but it was not uncommon for me to walk in there and sit at the bar and have 2 beers and then leave.
Yeah.
I'd walk out of a strip club spending $8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So strippers are your hottest. Mine. So I'll stay away from RNs, and the hottest profession is a realtor.
Yeah. You gotta. That's
Because
You're right.
Because
you're right.
you gotta wear like kind of like this like, and you know what?
You gotta be sexy, but dressed up at the same time.
Dressed up, and it just is a power move. Like
Mm-hmm.
you wear these, you wear these nice clothes. You're usually wearing heels, and it just says something about I'm powerful and elegant. It's
Yeah.
like it's almost like Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm, that rock band. She is the embodiment of like female power. Not only can she shred on the git fiddle, she could scream metal music. She does it in heels, and yet she just like, hey, I like it heavy. Wow.
I think she was on that show Pretty Little Liars, wasn't
Was
she?
she?
I'm pretty sure.
I'll have to watch that. No, I won't
Sounds like
watch
your
it.
kind of show.
Pretty Little Liars.
Go watch it.
No.
Tell me about it next week.
Oh, you want me to binge watch it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so what are you doing? Shut up. I got to study.
I've never seen it.
Well, then what? You know what show I just started was Game of Thrones.
No. Did you started watching that?
Yeah, so I'm on season.
How many times have you had to stop and get a tissue and some loot or some?
Well, the first episode's like raunchy, bro. Like raunchy.
Remember that movie Hostel?
Yeah.
Never made it past the first 15 minutes.
Because you're just jerking.
Yeah, it was done. It was over.
So you like naked chicks getting brutally mauled? Is that what you're saying? Is that like the porn you watch?
Since we're live, no.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out with your life.
We gotta actually think now.
Yeah. So I am on season 3.
Of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the first
6-hour episodes, aren't they?
No, they're 1. They're 1 hour. So I had to I stopped after episode 1, and I was just like, this sucks. Like I really don't want to see like everybody's tits and dicks, right?
Yeah.
Just get to like the slashing up stuff. So it's a slow starter, but once I said, you know what, I'll give it another shot, I was like, okay, now we got a little bit going on here. And then I was like, okay, this is getting good. Oh my gosh, she's a dragon. And so yeah, now I'm
That was probably the nerdiest you've ever sounded. You should put that on your on your profile.
Yeah, I got some new glasses too. I'll just like put some
Do you
tape
wear
in.
glasses?
I do. Yeah.
Do you have contacts in right now?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yep.
I can't see them.
Yeah.
Must be good ones.
Yeah.
But you should we should do a side by side picture without glasses and a picture of you with glasses, and do like a poll and see which one is like the most.
Let's do it tonight. I'll send it to you.
Oh, you have your glasses with you?
No, but I'll.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Oh, you mean on the show?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll ask our guest Sam's what's better.
That would be fun.
Yeah, if she's down.
I've always had a thing for girls in glasses.
Oh, me too. Me too. I think the glasses.
I don't know what it is.
And it really depends on the frame and your face. You know.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You know,
makes
like
sense.
if you're wearing like
a G-string and glasses, I'm
like
in.
one of our past guests, some are her glasses that she wears. I'm just like, girl, take those off.
Could she answer her phone with her purse?
No.
Oh.
No. She can meet me at a bar, or she can. I see her at the bar and she wants to be hostile. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I think maybe.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
No, I honestly don't know.
Aaron.
Oh. Okay. Oh. My own echo scared me.
You're kind of like a dog that's like laying down and farts. It's like, what the hell is that? Because they have no self-awareness because they don't have souls.
My grandma used to have this pug, and his name was Baron. And me and my
Was his balls chopped off?
Yeah. But me and my cousin, we were sitting in. She had like this den, and that's where we would watch TV because my cousins and I used to go to my grandmother's at the beach every summer, and we were sitting in there watching TV one time, and Baron walked in, and he kind of came up to the couch we were on, and he farted, and it was loud. And then as soon as he farted, he did a full circle and then walked through his own fart. And then he started walking out of the room, and I shit you not, he farted again. And as soon as he did, he turned around and he smelt it. And then from that point on, we always said he was recycling his farts. Because he's trying to suck them back in and fart them out again.
Dude, I need to get a dog. Ever since Juliet said that people are going to like my pictures more if I have a dog, and then I brought up the Rent-A-Dog app with you. The Rent-A-Dog app that, it actually could help with adoption. I'm like, you know what? I live on the 3rd floor. I live in an apartment, so it's not going to be the best life. But if I got a dog that has that will take my personality, and the best one that I could think of is either a bulldog or a basset hound. Two lazy dogs that want to stay in.
Well-
and a bulldog, you could have like a good name like Hoser or Beans. And
The
don't
most
chop up.
common names. My cat's name is Beans.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't want that.
Yeah, if you paid more attention. No, you think about like a basset hound or a bulldog, like they're gonna get fat and unhealthy, and you're gonna be paying out the wazoo on medical bills.
Oh, wait, you got to actually care about them? I'm kidding. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got to feed them and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my ex-wife told me to never.
But if you
get
don't
a
feed them,
bulldog.
they might not get fat, and you might be all right.
Yeah, there you go. But I just like their chunkiness, and then if I got a boy, I'd never chop off his balls. So his balls are just like hanging there. And like, have you ever seen like the bulldog's balls? Like they're just like wah 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 wah.
Every time you have a girl come over, he just walks through, and they're just dragging behind him.
And I'm just like, hey, buddy, don't be showing off now.
Ba-dum,
Yeah.
ba-dum, ba-dum.
But yeah, if I got a bulldog, I'd have to think of like a really cool, badass name. And I could only think of Marcus Aurelius and Hoser.
Hoser.
Yeah, Hoser. Come here, you fucking Hoser.
If I had a bulldog, I think I would name him.
Tank.
I'd name him David.
And then mine, Goliath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about bulldogs, not your
Schlong.
bulldog.
My Schlong.
Schlong.
Have you ever had a girl that named your penis like Crawl the Warrior King? That's from a movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the name was.
Mini me.
No, I can't remember. What was
Shorty?
it? Doug.
Doug.
It was Doug. It was Doug.
What? Why Doug?
Holy shit. Well, because we named hers Patty Mayonnaise.
From the cartoon, yes. You had a chick with a dick and you called her Patty Mayonnaise.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I'm
man.
seeing stars right now.
Oh,
Let's laugh so hard.
Oh, Doug.
Doug.
And I work with a Doug. And trust me, you don't want your name to be Doug on your member.
Man,
He's a good guy, but it's just like,
I
yep.
might need some water.
Yeah. My goodness.
was amazing.
That's a good 20-minute banter ender right there.
Yeah.
Doug.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been live all this time, but we're gonna take us a break, and then we're gonna start the real episode.
Nice.
So should we be live during that too?
I mean, mine as well, but this will just be the banter session, and then we'll go into the actual episode.
All
Yeah,
right.
mine as well. Let's just get as much live as we can.
I gotta wipe my tears away.
That was funny. I haven't laughed that hard in a while.
That was epic. That was epic.
You know what? I'm going to have every woman start naming my penis.
I'm gonna have to start
Oh,
doing
my
stand up
goodness.
again next weekend, because I'm gonna have to just tell that right there.
Yeah. I want to come watch you, because then maybe I'll get up there and do like...
I swear there was something you just said not too long ago. Look at that little squirrel. And it was actually a squirrel. Something you said, I can't remember what it was. I was like, that's a stand-up joke right there.
Oh, yeah, that was the other day. I sent you something. About the... I went to a restaurant, and we were talking about how women just don't like when men approach. Like, they always have it in their head, like, I just want to sleep with them. Like, why can't I just have a general conversation? So I'm at the bar. The bartenders aren't paying any attention to me. Like, listen, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm there for just before
Yeah.
I go to my appointment. And the one bartender's like, hey, man, she's going to take care of you. I'm cut. I'm going to leave. I'm like, all right, man, you have a good day. She pays zero attention to me until she's done doing what she's doing. She comes up, and she's just like, hey, can I get you anything? I'm like, no, I'm good. And I wasn't talking to you, bud.
Did he wave?
Yeah, he waved.
Doing a podcast up here, bro.
He's just like, hey,
Hey,
look at me.
you
I've
know.
got my shirt off.
Wait, I'm surprised you're not with him.
I know I should.
Run out there and flex on him.
I don't know. Anyways, and then she comes up. She's like, oh, we got this new system. I'm just trying to teach myself. I'm just like, oh, well, you'll get it down. And then I just said, hey, do you like podcasts? And she's like, I mean, not really. I mean, sometimes I'll listen to them. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. You know, I just run I co-hosted a podcast and I was going to share it with you. She's like, well, what is it about? I'm like, well, are you
I remember this. Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, are you in the dating scene in Charlotte? She's like, and like you could instantly see that she put this assumption that I was about to hit on her.
Oh, yeah.
On her face. And she's like, I live with my boyfriend and I never had to be in the dating scene. And this is how she's talking. I never had to be in the dating scene. I'm like, oh, good, because it's a dumpster fire out there. And then she's like, yeah, I've heard. And then I'm like, yeah, so I guess my podcast probably wouldn't be good for you. She's like, yeah, it probably sucks. And I said, whoa, it's not that it sucks. It's actually pretty awesome. It just doesn't speak to you. She's like, yeah, I guess. So I'm like, yeah, I guess too. And then she doesn't, like, she avoids me like the plague. I'm done eating. I get the check. It's $40 even. And I say, since you're a cunt, $1. $1. And then I leave. And I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, that's a good cut.
I just reconnected back to I just got back online.
And I'm usually a good tipper, but I mean, for her to just be like, it probably sucks.
And you
like,
know,
oh, thanks.
Like, I'm one of those people, like, I always try to tip well.
Yeah.
But
at least 20%.
You know,
everywhere I go.
And I always think, you know, like, think about those people that are having just having a bad day. Yeah. But like, she just straight out said the podcast sucks, so you're only going to get $1.
Yeah, it's like, why would you just make that one? She made the assumption that I was like gonna hit on her. Maybe my questions weren't the right questions. Maybe they came off. So I'd like to know, like, were my questions off-putting to where a girl will feel uncomfortable?
Yeah.
You know, or the fact that I'm just like, I'm trying to see if this would be anything that she would listen to, because I don't want to waste her time or my time. Right? So that's how I took it. Like, oh, are you in the dating scene in Charlotte? Like, I didn't assume that she was in a relationship. I didn't assume anything. It was a general question.
Yeah.
And then for her to just say, yeah, it probably sucks.
She was pretty rude.
Yeah, I should have been like, yeah, you probably suck too, but it's not that good. But anyways, yeah. So
all right, well,
she got her $1.
Yeah, she got her $1. She probably already spent it. We're gonna take us a break, and then we're gonna start the real podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Break.
Chill Willie. Well, said shit that came for the throne. Try and test me, I'm crushing your bones. We got bags of the loud getting flown. Police watching the spot like a drone. I just made me a rack off the phone. I'm just reaping the seeds that were sown. In the trap till my cover get blown. Serving ball off the ball like my home. Weird said shit, I came for the throne. Try and test me, I'm crushing your bones. We got bags of the loud getting flown. Police watching the spot like a drone. I just made me a rack off the phone. I'm just reaping the seeds that were sown.